Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today I'm talking about my TBR for Junior Eurovisionathon. First up, I just want to say thank you to you all. Took my little break back now and I am feeling a lot better than I was when I decided I would take the break, so it worked. And as you all know, probably if you've been here before, that Eurovisionathon is my favorite readathon. In fact, at this point, I think it's really the only readathon that I'm ever gonna join in with. I say ever. That I'm gonna join in with for the foreseeable future. I just really enjoy finding books and reading them and trying things that are, in most cases, very different to the normal sorts of things that I read. And of course, as I've said many times, Helen, who is the lovely host, Helen's Bookhaven, is one of my dearest friends and I love her so much and I'm always going to support her. So obviously when I saw this was announced, I immediately put my TBR together. So let me give you some details about the readathon first. So as I said, created by Helen and hosted by Helen. And this round is running from the 1st of November to the 16th of November. And this is just the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. So there aren't as many countries taking part as in the normal adult one. I don't know. So there are 17 countries. I'm not even going to attempt most of them, but I have picked out a few and then I've kind of from that also narrowed it down and been like, okay, if I can finish these couple, I'll be happy. And if I manage to finish any of the other ones, then great, love that. So let's get into the books. Now, usually I just go through alphabetically in terms of country and just show you from there. But today, actually, I'm gonna show you the two books that I really want to read, and then I will show you all the other things that are possible reads. Let's start. And so my main focus for this readathon is to mark off France with One for All by Lily Lainoff. This is a retelling of The Three Musketeers. I couldn't remember the name for a second there. So this has some disability rep. Very excited for that. And it is set in France. So there we go. I've had extremely bad luck with the books that I've tried to read that are set in France for this readathon. Not every book I've ever read that's set in France has been awful, but the ones that I've selected for this readathon have not gone well. So here's hoping that this one will be a good one, and I think it will because it's YA, it's like a fantasy historical, and it should be fun. In fact, I don't even know if it's fantasy. I just threw fantasy in there. Maybe it's just historical. I don't know, because like has a lot of blurbs from fantasy authors. We'll see. And then the other one I want to read, haven't even shown you yet, because I bought it while on this little break, and that is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. So this is obviously for Spain. I have wanted to read this book for ages. Like I keep putting it on TBRs and keep saying to myself like, I'm gonna buy that, and then I just don't. And I found this copy for $3, and like it's a little bit red, but barely. And I finally took that as my chance and just bought it. So these two, France and Spain, are my are my main goals for this round. And then, as I said, I do have a couple of others. Let's go in order of ones that I am most excited for, or I think are most likely that I get through. So I have for Ukraine, I'm going to move my laptop here so I don't have to keep looking that way. This is Winterkill by Marsha Forchuk Skrypuch. That was awful. I found this one on my library ebook service a while ago, and last year when it came to, not last year, last round, earlier this year, when it came to picking for Ukraine, I actually had like 3 or 4 different books. So I went with one that I didn't end up finishing, and this was one of the others. And I thought, this is, I think, either a middle grade or YA. I don't know. I think it is on the shorter side. I honestly don't know. It's been so long since I put it on my wish list that I have no idea. But I don't know. Here's hoping that it is, I don't know, short, quick, a good read. Okay. Next, I have my book for Germany, which is also an ebook. This one is In the Shadow of Wolves by Elvadas Slipkes, which I discovered he is actually a Lithuanian author, but this book is set in Germany. I've had this one on my Kindle, I think since 2021. I think I bought it for the second time that I participated in the readathon, and I didn't read it. And I'm hoping maybe this time I can get through it. I'm not sure. But also, if I don't get it through it here, any of these that I don't get through will likely end up on the TBR for the full round next year. This is World War II. That's about it. That's all I've really got for you there. Okay, and then I have 2 more physical ones. We have Italy. Now, I've put All Our Yesterdays by Natalie Ginsburg. Oh, I still have a bookmark in there from when I bought it, which tells you exactly how many times I've picked this up. So yes, Natalia Ginsburg, and it's big. I've put it, I think, on 2 Eurovisionathon TBRs now, and I don't know. It is literary, which isn't usually my vibe, but I've heard good things. I don't think it's going to happen in this round because it's shorter and it's a big book. So I put it on there just in case, to give myself the option. And then I also put on The Art of Saving the World by Corinne Duvis, which is my book for the Netherlands. This is a YA sci-fi, as you might be able to guess. It's clones. I wrote my thesis about one of Duvis's books, so I've enjoyed them in the past and would really like to make time for this, but again, if it doesn't happen, next year. And then finally, I do also have a book for Ireland, which I'm not going to share right now because I don't think my hold is going to come in at the library, but I do want to do a whole separate video about that one. So I'm going to keep that secret until until I get it and I manage to read it. But that is it for everything today. As per usual, I'd love to hear what you're reading for the readathon, and if you haven't heard of this before, you should definitely join in, and I will of course link all of the information and Helen's channel and so forth down below. But for now, that's everything. I'm excited to finish something from here. Here's hoping. I'm hoping I'll also have the time to do a mini vlog. We're gonna see. And but until then, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye.